Welcome to another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad, where we play games slowly and most often badly. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today, we're going to go through the location of all 39 chests in Super Mario RPG. One thing I want to point out is this video is completely dependent on one thing happening, and I've slowed it down for you here. When you enter the Mushroom Kingdom for the first time, you have to jump on the head of the Toad, who's going to be in this carpet here. He will walk ahead. While you're standing on his head, at this point you jump, and you're able to get a chest right here. If you did not get that chest, you are not able to get all 39 chests. It's also important to note that this gets you absolutely nothing in the game, so this is just something you want to do for 100%. The first chest you have to find is in Smithy's Keep, and it is located next to a save area. So you will actually see and hear it if you have the Scrooge ring. The only problem in this video that we're going to have is I'm going backwards, because this is really something I want to do at the end, just 100%. The next location we're going to go to is Nimbus Land, and we're going to first go to the item shop. On the back of the item shop, there is a chest hidden, and then once we exit, we're going to head right into the castle. The castle has a bunch of hidden chests. So if you go to the room that Birdo is located in, and regress out one room to this big room with 3 doors, you can get your first hidden chest up in the corner. Now, if you go through the room that Birdo is located in, you're able to get another hidden chest. Now, it requires you to jump on top of the chest that's there. A lot of frog coins. Now, if we regress backwards a little bit, we can get 2 hidden chests in the same room. Why is this kind of trolly? Well, if you had the Scrooge ring, the signal ring, and you found it, you would actually have heard it, you'd get it, and you'd think, oh, I'm all set. Then you'd try to go back, and you'd be like, wait a second, I don't have all 39. So here's one. Look at this. You have to walk off the map. How trolly is that? So next we drop into Bean Valley, and we have to wait for the Shy Guy to water 2 specific plants. The first specific plant is the one that is furthest to the right. Now, it took me a little bit for him to get it, but luckily it was on the second guy. So I'm going to skip right over this battle because we don't need to see that right now, and we are going to go down this pipe. The chest here was a little bit difficult to find, so it's not exactly hovered up against anything, but if you walk to this area here and you walk down, you can get a red essence. Red essences are great for the final battle. The second one here is located yet again in another tunnel. So the difficulty with this, again, is that you are at the mercy of that Shy Guy. After skipping another battle and going down the pipe, you can see that I've already gotten this one, and it is right next to another chest. So we're going to move on from here. Within this segment of Bean Valley, we have to go down a handful of pipes, and I had to jump around a little bit to find this one. It's not as intuitive, and the hitbox for it actually is surprisingly small. So as you can see, I now got that, and I'm going to skip through battles as I go, but we're going to exit Bean Valley, and we're actually going to head towards Monster Town. Monster Town has one chest right here at the beginning. We found this very early on in our playthrough. Next, once we leave Monster Town, we hit Bellum Temple. There are a few here, so I am going to make sure that I show you where they are. So you have to go up the elevator to the fortune teller guy, and then from there, go backwards a handful of rooms. Now, we had found one chest in this room previously, but there's the other chest right there. Now, the chest we had found is up here, and it is a little bit difficult to jump to. Generally, as a rule, in this game, if there are chests that you can jump over to, they are likely a secret and probably worth finding. Okay, so now we head back out to Land's End, and from here we don't go across the Bridge of Sadness, but rather go into this little hole over here. This is the hole that leads back to Caro Sewers. We're going to speed this up a little bit. We need to head to the back corner to get our next chest. Bing! There we go. Now we gotta head back out to Land's End. In Land's End, there's these 2 flowers right here. Once you clear out the enemies, you can get your next chest. Now, we're going to continue through more of Land's End. So this area has no chests, but we do need to cross it. This area is a smidge bit confusing. If you fall in this pit, a bunch of enemies pop out, and they're very much a nuisance. So I'm going to clear them out here in 1 second. With the enemies clear, we can get the secret path, which is right here. With that, we can go back to the cannon and shoot ourselves onto the platform. This will give us access to the chest that is very clearly floating there, but also in the corner over here will give us access to the secret chest containing a good item. In the next area, this one is a little bit difficult to get to. Basically, you need to get onto the platform and then jump over. Next, we head to the sunken ship. Within the sunken ship, we need to go all the way through the level, through the mini-boss room, where the password is, by the way, pearls, and then down a few more corridors in order to get to this. This took me a few tries to get past everyone. Once you're in this room, you'll see your double. You can see I already got the chest. Basically, the trick here is to get onto your double's head and then jump in the air to get the chest. Easiest way is to hug that back wall. With that, let's head to our next special chest. Our next special chest is right over in Marymore. This chest is a little bit different in that you have to go and stay at the Marymore Hotel in order to get it. Here's the catch though. You need to stay in the regular room, not the suite, where you can buy special items. Luckily, the regular room only costs 10 coins, so this one is pretty easy to go get. The chest is over here in the left corner and can be accessed by jumping in that bookcase. 10 coins for a frog coin is a pretty good trade-off. Next, we're going to head to an area that's pretty familiar, back to Booster Tower. There are several chests hidden within Booster Tower, so we're going to spend some time here. As with every trip into Booster Tower, we have to go up through the staircase, and the enemies get a little trickier to circumnavigate. You can't avoid them by hugging the wall, but here's your first chest right here. Once you have that, you can continue on. This is the next room that has a secret chest, but not only does it have one secret chest, but it has 2 secret chests that the second is only accessible by jumping on top of another chest. Once you have this chest, it's time to exit Booster Tower and go to Booster Pass. Booster Pass has really nothing remarkable, except it does have a handful of items for us to go get. That's the first one right there. We've already gotten that one though. We didn't get this one over here though, so once I avoid this fight right here, we can get it by jumping on top of this shrub and jumping up. Once we've gotten that, it's time to leave the pass and head over to the next area. For this, we're going to head over to Yoshi Island first. In Yoshi Island, there is one chest. It is hidden in the back of Yoshi Island. Of note, it is next to this save point and this pipe. The good news is we can save some time by also going down this pipe to get to the next sets of hidden chests. I made a mistake in this area and thought that those red pipes were the pipes we needed to get to. However, the pipes we need to get to are actually earlier in the area. The first thing you find down here is a mini game for jumping on top of the heads of enemies that come out of pipes. Since we're not really needing to get anything at this point, we're going to ignore that and move on. The second pipe of piranhas in the area is where you need to go. When you come down here, there's actually an opportunity to get several things. There are 2 hidden chests, one right here, and one right there, a visible chest, and a frog coin down below. Again, I don't need the frog coins for anything, so I'm going to ignore that. Next, we're going to head into the Forest of Mystery, and this one has several chests. They take a little bit to get to because they're a little sketchy to find. The first one is right in the entryway. This might actually be worth getting earlier in the game if you're struggling to keep your folks healed up. Next, we're going to go down this pipe, and we're going to make our way over to the area with 7 tree stumps. Let me get this one first. Okay, grab that guy while we're here. Next, we'll head over to the area with 7 tree stumps. I'm going to show you where you need to go. The first one is the rightmost tree stump. After clearing out the enemies, you can get it right here. It's another special point worth getting early in the game, probably not necessary from right now. Next, we head over to the other side and we drop down. Again, if you have the signal ring, it will tell you where these, in what rooms these are in. This is a fun one because it says you missed, and doesn't give you anything. To go through all of these chests and be told you missed is quite upsetting. In the last tree, you then get another healing item. Again, this might be super helpful early in the game. We have one final chest to get that requires us to go a little bit further into the forest. In this room, right before the forest maze, right here in the corner, there's a red essence. I cannot stress how powerful red essences are, and what value there is in going to get them. So with this, we're going to head out and head to Rosetown. Rosetown has 2 chests. One set of chests is contained in this house up on the hill. So if you jump on the bed, you get the frog coin. Next, we're going to head on into town, and we're going to go to the item shop. Within the item shop, there is a hidden chest up on the bookshelf. After exiting Rosetown, we're going to head over to the next hidden chest, which is in Bandit's Way. Again, this is one that I got earlier on, so we're just going to illustrate where you can find it. After coming to this area right here in this twirly flower, you need to jump towards the blue flower, and you will unlock a good healing item. Once you've done so, you can exit. Our final stop is the Mushroom Kingdom. There are a handful of hidden chests in the Mushroom Kingdom. We're going to start with 2 that are in the item shop. They are located in the basement. You can get one by simply jumping, but the other one requires you to jump on this toad's head and jump up to get it. This can require some manipulation by standing in front of or next to the toad to block their path. If you stand in one place long enough, they'll change their path. The final one is the first one you can get in the game. This requires you to jump on Toad's head and walk on his head all the way over to the door. Then to jump above the door's threshold to get the chest. With that, we are done with our tutorial. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. And to lead us out of this great series, let's go talk to the guy in Monster Town who keeps track of our secret chest count. Not that guy, Jared. Not that guy either, Jared. That's right. He's in here. He's upstairs. And he is right there. Wow, you found them all. That's it. 100%. We did it. Time to celebrate a little bit and enjoy our victory. Thanks everyone for watching. And as always, have a good night.